Hey, welcome back to 2DG.
Two.
We've got another beer review.
Yep.
What do we have this time?
Today from Stone, which if you don't know, was our favorite brewery pick back in the day. This is their Vengeful Spirit IPA. Now, I know you're shocked, another IPA from Stone. But this is a limited release one, so I guess you could kind of call it a seasonal, which Stone back even just a couple years ago was completely against seasonals, at least that I read. But they've been more so jumping on the train since then.
I wouldn't go this seasonal.
Basically.
Nah, because that would be like saying, Alpha Knot's a seasonal when it's not. It's limited.
It's not the same thing.
Limited release.
Not the same thing. So anyway, this one is an unfiltered IPA that they brew with Laurel, which I hadn't really heard of, Mandarina Bavaria, and Mosaic hops. And then they use mandarin oranges and pineapple in there as well.
Use it.
Yeah, I am not a pineapple fan, but I'm willing to give it a shot for Stone.
Bought some pineapple recently because I never really considered
space
myself
in the garbage can.
Never considered myself a pineapple fan, but I was having a craving.
You should go with that. Anyway, for Stone, they're all about the drink fresh mantra. This baby was canned on 11/9/17, and it says to enjoy it by 03/09/18. So
wow,
yeah.
So they've got a pretty broad window because that's 2 months old.
Yeah. Anyway, let's get this open. And Stone is going the route of cans now. They just released on their Facebook page that they will be doing 6 packs, I believe, of 16-ounce Stone IPAs, which is pretty rare.
Should we pour?
Let's do that. Right. So nice psychedelic-looking can or whatever. You got the sunset, the gargoyle with the tiki thing. Anyway, moving on.
It's a little different for Stone.
A bit. So this was unfiltered, so it's going to be reminiscent of your New England style that everybody has been doing and that kind of thing. They do a couple unfiltered ones, mostly in their Enjoy By series, but, every once in a while they give you a different one.
I'm saying they've done a little more of these tropical style, too, I think.
So this one comes in a nice, not filtered, appearance on there. Reminiscent of your orange juice, your pineapple juice, that kind of thing. Very, 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 very hazy. And not just because it's chill hazy.
No, it's hazy. Yeah. You can see the funk in the top of the head there.
No head to really speak of. Now, this only is 7.3%. Normally, Stone's pretty good about the head
He's got
retention,
legs, man.
she got some stiction to her. Wow. But it's Stone. So, all right, let's get a smell. Squirrel? Anyway. So this has kind of like that little reminiscent smell of like a New England thing, like that super raw greenness of something. So it's super tropical. You get that kind of pineapple flavor in there. But you also get some of that West Coast kind of thing in there. So you definitely get some grapefruit, more of the actual flesh than the rind of it. Definitely you get that mandarin orange flavor in there, which is nice. And then just super deep tropical sweetness as well.
I actually sat down the other day with someone and said, it's been so long since I've had Treehouse, I wonder if I really... Because, they tweet a lot, and I get tired of it after a while.
I don't get jealous.
That's what I mean. Yeah. But I've started to question...
Bubblegum in here, too.
Are my memories as strong? You know what I mean? Would I still love it the way I did when I first had it? And this is probably one of the first I've had that... This is the closest I've had to a Julius, I think. King Julius, maybe even. You're insane. This is tremendous.
It's good, yes.
The nose on this screams Treehouse New England.
It's in that vein, yes.
I'd say it's probably one of the closest I've had.
I could probably agree with that. All right, let's get a taste.
Oh my gosh. I'm going to say it's close, but it's thinner. It's got a thinner body.
But again, it's got that raw green juiciness about it. So, have you ever had juicy fruit? Which, I mean, if you're an American, you have.
It's a gum.
Yeah.
Chewing gum.
No, real, it has that flavor. So it's got that kind of juicy fruit, bubblegum, estery fruit flavor, but it's also got tons of stone fruit, a little bit of peach, more so towards that tropical pineapple, mandarin, orange flavor, which obviously it's on the can. But also a lot of sweetness in there, but not in a bad way. Really balances well, plays well, runs throughout the entire palate front to back. You get a minimal, and this is weird for Stone, a minimal pop of bitterness up front. But it definitely has everything that it says on the can, and it's definitely in that hazy New England IPA style. Yeah.
And I'll go with that. And I'll say, though, that it does fall a little bit, flavor-wise, falls a little bit off the... I was a little ecstatic about the smell, but the flavor falls a little short, but that doesn't diminish from what it is. It's a great New England style. I just actually don't think it's quite as sweet. It's a little thinner bodied. It's definitely
don't mind it though.
Oh no, it's great. It really is great. But it's like you pretty much nailed it. It's got that rawness to it, that raw freshness, and the grapefruits, which isn't in your face like a Elvis juice or whatever that thing.
Or just like, a classic Stone beer like a Ruination or something like that.
Yeah, and the West Coast is more subdued on this.
Yeah.
It's really great.
So it's super carbonated, but like the bubbles are so tiny that it doesn't feel that way, if that makes any sense.
It's not nitro though, creamy.
No,
you know what I mean?
So this is what I like to call a dangerous beer. It's super refreshing, super crisp, great flavor and everything, but it's 7.3%. So you can get destroyed fairly quickly with drinking these. Now, would it be hard to put down a 6-pack? No, that's the dangerous part. But you definitely feel it, for sure, the way that you're able to drink these. And it's, like I said, goes down easy, no sort of any, hint of alcohol. And then it's just super crisp. It's almost not quite as crisp as like a lager would be with that kind of harsh crispness to it. But
softer
yeah.
And the only other thing I would add is the finish. I get a little bit of a Hall's Mentholatum finish at the back. I do.
You have an issue.
I might. It's January 2018, and the weather's been foul.
2018.
It was sub-zero the other day, and now it's 50-something, and tomorrow it's going to be in the teens again with ice and snow, and everything's wrecked.
Tornado season. No, just kidding.
Practically, but...
Okay, so they classify this as a regular IPA. Anyway, so on the old AB InBev bought and owned rate beer, they give it a style score of 93 and an overall score of 94. So very, very balanced. No huge swing there. IPA.
The irony is I was going to go 9.5 on it. I think it's a really good, really, really good beer. Like you said, dangerous, but it's not quite... And they don't make the claim, but it's clearly in that New England style vein.
No, they just say hazy.
But it's not quite where I want, what I want out of the New England style. So that's my own
bias
that I'm forcing on this beer.
I give it a 10. So admittedly, when I bought this, I had no expectations for it at all.
Yeah.
And to be honest, I was a little scared when I bought it because I didn't, and I trust Stone 100%, but I didn't want them to get into the game, just cranking out seasonals just to do it. They're not, by the way. This is awesome. That being said, though, I had no expectations. I just bought it because I was like, nah, I want an IPA. Been drinking a little darker here recently with it being winter and that kind of thing. Very pleasantly surprised though. 10, easy, great flavor, great crispness, easy to put down, refreshing, ticks all the boxes.
My fear in that whole thing that you described was Stone actually has put out a few lately that have been tropical in nature.
Yeah.
And it is someone like Stone who's just world class and above, chasing a style. I know you got to make the dollar. I get it all. You know, it always scares me, but they almost always are above my expectation for the beer.
Yeah, here's the thing. Greg Cook, who's the founder and co-founder, all that. Anyway,
Face.
yeah, he's arrogant, but in a good way.
Yeah.
That being said, I think it's more of a he doesn't want to match them per se, because you're not gonna. I mean, they're perfect essentially for what they are, so you're not gonna beat perfect.
Yeah,
but I think he wants.
Yeah, you can't.
I think he wants to show that even though we're huge, we're everywhere now. They're in 2 different states, 2 different countries. As far as brewing,
Yeah, actual brewery facilities.
He wants to show that we can still do something awesome in that niche style. So I think it's more of a kind of FU thing.
You too.
Yeah, in all honesty, and I respect that. But they do a killer job. That's what's crazy.
Yeah, I would agree.
So overall,
though, I'm going to drop to 9. I like it, but it doesn't quite have the mouthfeel and everything that I want on this. It makes me. This is one of those where it's like you see something that makes you think of something you want, but it doesn't live up to that. It's not what you want. You know what I mean? It's like. Does that make any sense to you?
I mean, I get what you're saying.
I want. Oh, look, that reminds me of this that I love. And then you have this, and
here's
you're
the
like,
thing.
but it's not, so I kind of don't love it as much.
I would agree with you, but where on this does it say?
I know. I told you. That's all on me. So I'm giving it a 9. I think it's great.
If
but
anything,
it's not something I want every day.
If anything, with the logo and everything, granted, it's still mostly the gargoyle, but it's Hawaii.
It probably is. And that's, like I said, it's my push onto this beer, not their pushing at me. It's a wonderful beer. It really is.
I'm not going to be dumb. I'm going to give it a 10. Granted, ratings are all biased at the end of the day. At the end of the day. But to compare it to something that it doesn't even mention on the can is okay. A little out there. Limited release sucks. I feel like they could put this into their year-end rotation and sell a bunch of it.
Yeah, this is something the average Joe could transition with.
Which is crazy because it's a limited release for an IPA, tropical IPA at that, and it's in the winter.
Yeah.
Weird. Not something you usually see. 10 though, I definitely will buy it again, 100%.
If you can.
Well, yeah. I don't know how much longer they're going to be shipping it out since they only want you to buy it until March. So, I don't know.
Well, this batch, and I don't even know. Is there a way to tell on this which location it came out of?
Yeah, on the can. It'll say brewed and canned Escondido.
Oh, yeah, I didn't know. So this is the home chicken. Came out the home location.
Even though we're closer to the
Virginia one.
Yeah.
But that's still cool. Hey, have you had that?
Like, comment, subscribe, hit the bell. I know we've said it a couple different times. We got live streams coming up, homebrew coming up.
Thumbs up, thumbs down. Let us know. That's the rating. You tell us with your thumb what you think of this beer if you've had it. So if you like it, give it a thumbs up. If you don't like it, give it a thumbs down. And if you have a comment on it, put it down there. Tell us why you like or don't like it.
Still don't get a lot of those. The next video that you see, yeah, that's right, proclamation.
You sure?
Yeah, will be the drawing.
Maybe.
Will be.
Okay.
For the 100 subs thing. Granted, I know we're past that, and especially by the time you see this, hopefully we've grown a little bit more. I think we're at 109, 110 subs. He just finished it. Good job.
Keep going.
But yeah. So exciting stuff.
He said it. So we're gonna do it.
Oh yeah. TODG.
See ya.